Hey, this is Mark Moore, aka Tuxedo Mark, at various places on the internet. It's 10:18 a.m. according to a computer clock on Thursday, January 15, 2015. I just want to give a quick update on something that's been going on this morning. My computer wouldn't start. Well, my computer would start, but Windows wouldn't start. It kept saying that there was an error, it had to collect data, it had to reboot, and they couldn't do anything. Okay, last night when I shut down the computer, it was getting an update ready. It was doing something. It took longer than usual shutdown because it was like doing some kind of update stuff. And I guess it was supposed to complete doing it when I turned the computer on this morning, but it couldn't. And I think the reason for that was I didn't have enough free hard drive space. I had something like 700 megabytes free on my C drive last night. So I think that prevented the update from installing, and that screwed up Windows. I had to go into the advanced options menu, troubleshooting, advanced options, stuff like that. I went into the command prompt, and the first thing I checked was, yes, all of my files are still there, everything's there. The hard drive is fine. So I tried refreshing the PC, which would keep all of my files intact, but just refresh Windows. But it said I didn't have enough free hard drive space. No surprise. So I went into the command prompt. I deleted one of two Gundam Wing DVD copies that I had made on my hard drive. I had volumes 4 and 6, and this was left over from a Gundam Wing fan edit that I had done before. And I recall that I had backed up these DVD files on DVD-Rs as, data discs. So I deleted volume 4, it freed up like 7 gigs. I thought, okay, that wasn't enough. Alright, so I deleted volume 6. Wasn't enough. You would think around, 11 gigs or more would be enough free space to do whatever, but no. So I deleted my backup of Frozen. I had ripped the Frozen DVD to my hard drive because I was working, kind of messing around with doing a Frozen fan edit, possibly. But I knew that when I was viewing it in the timeline that there were problems, hard audio cuts and stuff like that. There were places where I tried cutting stuff out that I knew that it was noticeable. So I thought, okay, it's gonna be no great loss if I delete this because I probably wouldn't have been able to finish the edit anyway. So I deleted Frozen. Wasn't enough. So I was left. I tried one more thing. I deleted the Terminator. I had ripped the Terminator DVD to my hard drive. I deleted that. I had been using it as part of a fan edit that I worked, very rarely on, where I tried to combine the Terminator, Streets of Fire, and Blade Runner into one big adventure set in the Bubblegum Crisis universe. It was going to be called Bubblegum Crisis Critical Mass. But I had recently worked on it, and I noticed, I had to delete all references to replicants and Tyrell Corporation, stuff like that, and any video monitor scenes that had the word replicant on. I was like, I would have to record new footage for this, and then I realized I had taken on too much. It was too ambitious a thing to try to turn this into a Bubblegum Crisis side story, and it really wouldn't have been convincing. So I deleted the Terminator, so that's pretty much the end of my Bubblegum Crisis fan edit. I might do an actual Bubblegum Crisis fan edit later on, but we'll see. Okay, so 24 gigs free. That did it. I refreshed my PC. It's up and running. It took a while to refresh Windows and stuff like that, but as you can see, it's up. I have to reinstall my apps. All of my personal files are intact, okay? That's fine. It's there. I have to reinstall Firefox. Okay. I'll probably have to reinstall the various games that I'd installed, like Guild Wars and Cake Mania, Nightmare Adventures, stuff like that. It's been a kind of a running joke with me that I can't ever finish Cake Mania Back to a Bakery because every time that I have to refresh Windows or whatever, or do whatever, that the files are gone and I have to start all over. Cake Mania Back to a Bakery is like a sequel to the original Cake Mania. I got it in a special CD called Cake Mania Deluxe. It's the sequel before Cake Mania 2. And I still haven't played any of the other Cake Manias because I've been trying to beat Back to a Bakery. Sporadically, but I've been trying. I don't know if I can or not. But I guess I'll try again. Well, actually, all told, this is a good thing that happened because Internet Explorer has been pretty much useless. It's so slow that I switched over to Firefox, and Firefox has a lot of problems when I try to load certain pages. There seem to be problems where a script is slowing things down, and then this prompt comes up asking me to stop the script, and all that seems to be, I hope, it seems to be fixed now, so we'll see what happens. I've just got Firefox is installed. I gotta reinstall Classic Shell. That's the homebrewed start button, so I gotta do that. Reinstall Microsoft Solitaire Collection. Other than that, I think everything's just fine. And so yeah, just be sure to always have like a few gigs of free hard drive space on your C drive at all times, because Windows does these automatic updates and you gotta have room for it. But all told, everything's fine. A lot of icons got cleared off my desktop, which is just as well, since I never used icons on the desktop to open up anything. I always used the start menu. So anyway, that's all that I wanted to share. Everything's fine. It's 10:27 a.m. and that's it. Thanks for watching.